right there was not a fun day. So recently I went to do a virtual tour at one of the most iconic buildings in Doha called The Torch. The Torch has a restaurant inside of it called the Flying Carpet, and it's called the Flying Carpet because it has carpets that are waving on the ceiling. So I decided, let's go ahead and get some video while I'm there and take this, my cheap Vivitar monopod, strap my gimbal to it, and send it up to the roof. Now, why was that a bad idea? Because this is not stable. Now, it didn't do that at the time, but after I got this nice steady shot up on top so I could look down at the restaurant, beautiful. I started to bring it down, and that's when I started to lean forward. All that weight got put on this point and it snapped off just like that. The camera, thankfully, landed directly on my ND filter. And I was using an ND filter because that restaurant has big windows letting all that light in, and I had to step it down to get a nice smooth shot. So this is a Benro variable ND filter, and it served me well for the most part. I did have a complaint that there's an inner ring that holds everything together, and that actually started to loosen up. So the filters would actually shift around inside here, and when you went to rotate it to change your stop, sometimes that filter would not change with it. So I was able to tighten it back up, but it kept loosening over time the more I would use it. So I did some research and went out and purchased a new ND filter. Well, 2 ND filters from Syrp. And these are their 5 to 10 stop, and I believe this one is 1 to 8.5. So ND filters are extremely important in cities like Doha because of the amount of sunlight that you get on a daily basis. It is never cloudy here, always maximum sun. So actually, I'm gonna bring my daughter in here, and she's gonna tell you exactly how bright it gets. Yeah, come on over. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so why don't you tell these great people exactly how bright Doha gets?
So bright.
So bright. You heard it right here. She spends a lot of time outside, so she knows best. That's why we have to take these and make it dark. Okay, so while she's here, I'm gonna let her do the honors and open up this first one. This is the small variable ND filter. So go ahead, pop it open. There you go. All right, and we're left with this. I really like the fact that they include a leather case because the Benro filter that I had a nice plastic case, which I thought would be great, but it actually broke off. The tab broke off, so it kept popping open. So having this leather case that's zippered is gonna really protect that filter. Okay, so if you dig a little further inside of the box there, you get 2 adapters, and these are, it says right on the back here, 58 to 67 and 52 to 67. So that's great because one of the lenses that I have is 52 and the other one is 67. So I'm only gonna need 1 adapter to make it work for those 2 lenses. So let's see what's inside. Clearly it's gonna be a filter. A wonderful lens cloth, of course, and there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna fit this to one of my lenses, take it outside, and see how it performs. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick demonstration between these 2 filters and show you exactly why I need to have this super dark ND filter from Syrp. So this one is the regular one, and we're gonna go ahead and max it out. That's 8.5 stops right there. And while it might seem like that's just fine, and the sky is nice
And the right color, I'm of course underexposed. Why would you need anything more? Well, so today isn't actually a bright day. If we were to take this outside at about noon, you would need to have this maxed out at 10. That's why I got 2 of them. One of them is going to be for those normal days, or when we're in the shadows, where you can go from where it's kind of bright all the way down to that 1.5 stop. This one, to bring it all the way to this, is going to be for direct sunlight shots in this Doha sun. Okay, now that you've seen what both of these can do, let's head back inside because it's 47 degrees Celsius out here and I'm dying.
All right, so that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for today. If you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you didn't like it, tell me why, leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.